Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Project Devo 722. This week we are talking about some local current events that happen in my area. Big shout out to Brownstown Sonic Meet Group. They host meets every Sunday at the Brownstown Sonic or the Ephrata Sonic. I guess it's considered Brownstown, Pennsylvania, but it's in the Ephrata area. So these guys host this awesome meet every Sunday at their local Sonic. And the surrounding parking lots. Very controlled, great place for kids to get into the community, great place to learn things in the community, great place to just be and hang out. These guys, very, like I said, very organized, have a good rapport with all the local businesses in that area, and brings a ton of people in every Sunday. Now, I guess this weekend there was a situation. And I really want to shout out to these guys there, especially the guys that run it. One of them being Mike Howard. They had a situation where, it's the first, warm weekend, or one of the first warm weekends, and they had their event, and there was a couple people there that decided that they just couldn't handle themselves, couldn't be adults, as far as I understand, they were younger kids, rolled in, were hanging out for a while, started doing some dumb shit. I'm not sure if they were asked to leave. I wasn't there, so I don't know the whole situation. I guess they were either asked to leave or they decided to leave. On the way out, we're bouncing stuff off rev limiters, lighting tires up, all that kind of shit, especially on the main strip there, which is a no-go. So the admins got some of them snapped some pictures of the plates of the cars, and snapped video of these dudes doing dumb stuff, forwarded to the local authorities, and then blasted the guys all over Facebook. So now, hopefully these other admins from other pages, like I know I'm an admin for a local Subaru club, and this year we are operating outside of our normal club stuff and doing some extra stuff. I know I'm definitely going to be taking a look out for these guys. And I know I was talking to some other, guys who run clubs, and they are also taking a look at these guys and making sure that, these guys aren't, as soon as they roll into their meets, they're pretty much tossing them. So that, I have to shout out for them guys. They didn't get physical with them. They didn't do anything like that. They just got some of their information, got video footage of them doing the dumb stuff, and then sent it out to the local authorities and let them handle it. Because at this point right now, that's how you keep a spot. What they did there was how they lose a spot. If you understand what I'm saying, what those kids did with the burnouts and the over excessive revving and the dumb shit, that is how you lose a good spot. And these guys have a good spot. You have a local business that's willing to host your event. You have other local businesses that are willing to sacrifice their parking spots so you can have your event. And now you have these kids coming in, or these, adults, young adults or adults that can't control themselves and want to act like children, and they're going to ruin it for people. And these guys, like I said, the Brownstown Sonic Meet Group that hosts that, more power to them. Those guys are great here. I'll just put, while I'm talking here, I'm going to be posting up some video footage of my Facebook where they did like a little announcement, and they had some pictures posted up here, which I'll freeze frame those pictures and post them up here, of like them taking them having the pictures of these guys' cars and of the let's just say the tire marks on the road and whatnot. They didn't post any videos because, like I said, they don't want these guys getting clout. They just literally got the videos to send to the authorities, which I thought was awesome. Just because that is the way you police yourselves. That is the way you keep your spots. That's the way you get respect in the community. Not because you're sitting there and some people say you're being a rat. Well, there's a time and a place, okay? Yes, we all like to have fun. Yes, we all like to do burnouts. Yes, we all like to rev our cars. Yes, we all like to show off. But there's a time and there's a place. That is not the time. That is not the fucking place to do it. Let's just put it that way. It's as simple as that. And these guys did an awesome job policing themselves. I mean, you can't bash these guys any way, shape, or form. They did the right thing. They did what they were supposed to do. And if you guys are in the Brownstown, PA, Ephrata, PA, Lancaster, PA area, or even Harrisburg, PA, or Berks, and you want to make the drive out there to the Brownstown Sonic meets, 100% do it. These guys deserve your support. 100% do it. Just make sure you're not going to be one of those asshats to ruin it for everybody else. With that being said, this is what we're looking at for the community, from not just the community that, you know, I'm hoping to build here on this channel, but the community as a whole. Like, in every little aspect, every nook and corner of your area, every little nook and corner of any area that has a decent amount of car enthusiasts in it. If you are in an area that doesn't have it and you want to start your own little Sunday meets, this is the template to follow. These guys are it. Big shout out to them, like I said. And I haven't been in one of them, but I have a buddy that runs another local, or that helps run another local club, Automotion, out of Lancaster and Ephrata, PA. And he's told me that these meets are pretty good, and it was always told me to go out there. And also my buddy Ethan that owns Soft Touch Auto Spa also told me to go out to those meets. So yeah, maybe you'll see me there one of those weekends. But I just, like I said, I want to do a big shout out to them and everything that they got going on. With that being said, the other thing too is when you do set up these meets and you go to these local areas and you don't want to just show up without permission. You want to go ahead and you want to set up a rapport. You want to set up a good relationship with that local business, because you want them to see the person, a face to the person, not just reaching out over Facebook DM or something like that. You want to make that relationship work, so that way you can have the opportunity to come back there. Like, I know the club that I help operate, we have a couple local eateries that we go back to every year, and every time I Facebook DM them or call them, they are more than ecstatic to have us at their place, just because they know that we're going to come in, we're going to have a good time, and we're not going to cause problems. And that's what we're there for. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is how you build a community. This is how you build a rapport in your community, and this is how you advance yourself in this world, in this the car world. Like, you get more respect by doing this than you will ever do doing a donut in the middle of a fucking intersection. And I know a lot of my earlier videos were kind of harping on this about responsibility and stuff like that, but like, I really read this story and I really wanted to get this out to you guys, because this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the perfect template for that. With that being said, this episode is going to be kind of shorter, just because I really wanted to get into local, like this event, like this local happening, and I really want to get these guys some good attention. So if you are, like I said, if you're on Facebook, follow these guys. If you're in the area, definitely go support these guys. With that being said, thanks for watching this episode of Project Devo. Like, follow, subscribe, and then check us out on Instagram and TikTok. All right, guys. We will see you next week. And we have some more vlog footage coming up for our second episode of the vlog, as well as some viewers' rides coming up over the next couple weeks here. So stay tuned, guys.